Please be seated. Good day to everyone. My name is Dr. Lucy Eugene, and I am the Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences here at St. George's University. It is my privilege and a great pleasure to serve as the Master of Ceremonies for today's commencement ceremony. I extend a warm welcome to all of you to our 2021 virtual commencement ceremony. Today, degrees will be conferred to the classes of December 2019, January and May 2020 in the School of Arts and Sciences. I hope that you are all safe and sitting comfortably and will participate with us in our virtual commencement ceremony. Please allow me to introduce the members of the Dias Party. From my right, Ms. Rachel Ross, the Grand Marshal, Ambassador Decima Williams, our commencement speaker, Dr. Callum McPherson, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies. To my left, Dr. Jennifer Solomon, Chair of the Department of Nursing and Allied Health Services, and Reverend Silbert Prescott, Chair of the Grenada Conference of Churches. In this unprecedented time where we have to have a virtual commencement ceremony, all of our Dias Party have been vaccinated and tested prior to this ceremony. And as you can see, we have appropriate physical distancing and are all wearing masks as per protocol. We are all sorry, as we know you are, that we cannot have a face-to-face commencement during this pandemic. But we hope that you would be with your family and friends and will be able to enjoy this virtual commencement ceremony. Please stand for the national anthem of Grenada, which will be sung by Zavina Sinclair, who will graduate here today with her degree in business management from the School of Arts and Sciences.
Hail, Grenada, land of ours, we pledge ourselves to thee. Heads, hearts, and hands in unity to reach our destiny, ever conscious of God, being proud of our heritage. May we with faith and courage aspire, build, advance as one people, one family. God bless our nation.
Thank you, Zavina. Please remain standing for the invocation, which will be given by Reverend Silbert Prescott, the chairman of the Grenada Conference of Churches.
God of all power, wisdom, knowledge, and truth, we ascribe all dominion, honor, and praise to your holy name. You have created us in your image and endowed all people with intelligence, creativity, and potential, and have furnished opportunities whereby these gifts can be harnessed towards the greater good of us and our world. And we thank you for your eternal goodness in us. With joy and anticipation, you have gathered us in this commencement ceremony of the St. George's University. And we come with prayerful gratitude for your blessings, with which you have brought us to this moment. We thank you, abiding God, for your guiding hands throughout the educational process. Indeed, you have been with each student as they enter these halls brimming with hope and anticipation, as they engage in the rigors of study, and even in these final moments, as they receive the due recognition for their discipline, dedication, and hard work. We give you thanks for their families and the many who have made sacrifices to bring them to this exciting moment. For the professors and administrators who have contributed significantly to the shaping of their lives, and for their fellow students with whom they have shared their academic journeys. We thank you for each event and activity that have made their time at this institution unique and rewarding. And now, as they prepare to enter a new chapter of their lives, we pray that the lessons learned, relationships formed, and values derived from their time of study, that this may become the foundations upon which they build productive lives, pursue meaningful careers, and make this world a better place for us to live. Be with us, loving God. Amen.
Please be seated. Reverend Prescott, thank you for your blessing and for being part of our ceremony here today. It is now my pleasure to invite the Provost of St. George's University, Dr. Glenn Jacobs, to provide a few words of welcome.
Hello, I'm Dr. Glenn Jacobs, Provost St. George's University, and I am very happy that you could join us to celebrate the achievements of the graduating class of St. George's University. While you are not crossing the stage this year, and this experience is different, it makes it no less significant than being in person. You are stepping into new roles that will have a huge impact across the world, and I am proud of all of you. I wish you success, I wish you health, and most importantly, I wish you happiness. Congratulations to you and your loved ones.
Thank you, Provost Jacobs. We are indebted to Chancellor Mordecai's vision over 45 years ago to start this university and for his continued guidance as we develop further the mission of the university with its global reputation. It is now my pleasure to invite our commencement speaker, Ambassador Decima Williams, to give our commencement address. Ambassador Williams graduated from St. Joseph's Convent, Grenville, and completed her BA degree at the University of Minnesota in Minneapolis, USA, before moving on to complete her MA and PhD studies from the American University in Washington, D.C. Ambassador Williams taught in the Department of Sociology and in the Heller School of Social Policy at Brandeis University in Massachusetts from 1992 to 2005 as an assistant professor and as the main advisor for undergraduate and Caribbean students. Ambassador Williams has been a powerful voice for gender equality, climate change, with a particular emphasis on the impact of climate change on small island developing states. She has represented Grenada at the Conference of Parties meeting at the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change meetings since 2009. She was appointed as the ambassador and permanent representative to the Organization of American States from 1979 to 1983 and served as Grenada's ambassador and permanent representative to the United Nations from 2009 to 2013. Ambassador Williams was the special advisor to the President of the United Nations on the Sustainable Development Goals from 2016 to 2017. She presented many memorable commencement speeches to our graduating classes in the schools of medicine and veterinary medicine, which are held in New York. Ambassador Williams has been a volunteer for many community-based activities since the early 1960s, and along with friends and colleagues, founded the Grenada Education and Development Program, GRENED, which supports children ages 11 to 17 to attend secondary school and to improve themselves and develop their leadership, as well as supporting those over 17 to attend college and university. Ambassador Williams has had an outstanding career in education, community service, and as a diplomat. We are honored to have Ambassador Williams as our commencement speaker. Please join me in welcoming Ambassador Decima Williams.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences, Dean Lucy Eugene. I thank the St. George's University and Provost Jacobs for inviting me and Dean Calhoun McPherson and his team for so graciously making all arrangements for my commencement address here at the St. George's University. Dear graduates, dear friends, we are living in a period we have experienced before, and simultaneously, we are living in a period that we have never experienced before. The challenge before us, before you, graduates, is singular, yet complex. It is to go forth, make and take your place in the world, this very unjust, uncertain, and shaky, but wonderful, wonderful world. As some of my young friends from Grenville told me when I was going back to United Nations in 2016, Doc, they said, go to the UN and do thing. I did not know exactly what they meant. Even the language I had to translate a bit, but I got it. I got that I was being told to go to the premier global multilateral organization and do something big or special or impactful or transformational. Well, as Ravi B., the chutney Trinidadian musician, would say, I had to give myself a headshot for that. So let me pass this on, this profound advice to you. Go from SGU into the world and help to transform everything that you can. Make it better. You are graduating, so you must have gotten some good marks. I'm saying to you, go now and make good marks on the world. But how? What shall you do? You have to find those answers yourself. You are trained to do just that, to problem solve. What I can tell you is that the world has always been complex and challenging. And my generation and many before mine have been there before. So now, in the world and in Grenada, let me walk through some of where we've been before. We have had the convergence of unimaginable injustices, inequalities, mutual hatreds, and fear, alongside the dynamic unfolding of what Martin Luther King Jr. speaks of as the arch of history, bending unequivocally toward justice. Yes, we've been there before. We have been through the nightmare called slavery, marked, however, by rebellions, part victories, and eventual legal emancipation. We've been through colonial control and contributed to its unraveling, as here in Grenada, our Marichaux, our Donovan, and others authored self-government and eventually political independence. We've had dictatorships throughout our history, and the organizing of youthful and patriotic forces have stepped forward to build, again here in Grenada, not just another society, but another just society. We have lived and continue to live through imperialism, mitigated by fierce anti-imperialism, revolution, nationalism, and regional integration, so as to gain self-determination, Caribbean identity, and the path of freedom we're making. We have known when our mothers could not vote, nor hold office, nor give evidence in court. And now, we women over 18, we participate in voting, in running for and holding office, while planning to hold the highest office in the boardroom and in the political room. In many ways, then, you, as part of the human race, graduates, you have been here before. Remember how you started your own studies here at St. George's University. You came in. I have a dream. I have a dream that I could fulfill by attending SGU. But how can I afford tuition and books and supplies, transportation, meals, insurance, all that I need to get through my studies? But worrying about those deficits were not an iota as powerful as your will, your drive, your determination, your gaze, that you will find a way to succeed. And then you persistently and consistently worked hard. You could mostly block out everything and focus on studying and finishing. And you did. Your theory of change for yourself worked for you. And so you are graduating today. You did it. Now, there are places we've never been before. If the rest of your life could only be that easy as your breeze through SGU, block out and perform, then you could get your certificate, walk out that door, and continue to block out and achieve. But it's all far, far from that, you will find out, as you and the rest of us have never been there before for what is coming at us. Soon, unless we interrupt business as usual, within a decade, the world would face an average global warming of over 2 degrees Celsius and massive biodiversity loss. The climate emergency not only continues, it will escalate if we do not interrupt. We've never been there before. World population is expected to rise to just under 10 billion in 15 years, just as you are beginning to peak in your career. The human race is healthier, living longer than any other time in recorded human history. Yet, some people are going to be left behind. Some right in this country here, Grenada, without food, without shelter, or the safety of family or friends or medicine. And sadly, many without access to education. More girls than boys. More girls and boys from poor families will be left out. We have never been in such a social demography before, and all our resources of envisioning beyond the norm and achieving outside the box will be needed. COVID-19. We haven't been there before. Yes, it's the once in our lifetime health challenge. Yes. The influenza pandemic of 1918 to 1919 infected 500 million and killed 50 million in just over 1 year. So it was way bigger to date than what we're going through now. But until now, we have never had a technology, a mobility, a sociology of our lifestyles, including travel, that rapidly moves and spreads a virus, the COVID virus. We've not been there before. And lastly, let me say, 24 will be 50. 3 years from now, in 2024, Grenada will mark its 50th anniversary of political independence. 24 will be 50. We foot. I imagine that is really when we will be doing things. We have to do things then. Well, the big question is, will we be guided, in fact, dominated by science and solidarity, or by politics and money? You may say to me, what a daunting list. I didn't come here to get demoralized. But I think thanks to youth like you, especially in small island developing states and in other places, the pullback to a safer, healthier, more celebratory planet is being scaled up through advocacy, through resilience building, through partnerships, through lawsuits, through negotiations. All of that, as if life depends on it. For, as Sir David Attenborough, the great naturalist has said recently, in fact, at the United Nations a few weeks ago, to continue life as we know it depends on our actions now. Each of us have the chance to contribute to save the climate safety, to make the hard-won 2015 Paris Agreement stay alive. Each of us have to do things. Join the climate biodiversity fight. Go ahead, sign up. All professions graduating today need apply to the climate pullback, the biodiversity gains. For a world of so many people, with so many at risk, we have the Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. Let us embrace all 17 of the goals for a much needed North Star clarity, interdisciplinary restructuring, and unbounded global solidarity. All professions graduating today need apply. For COVID-19, fortunately, we have fast-forwarded vaccines, including one from right here in the Caribbean coming soon to a place near you from Cuba. We don't have to wait for it, but it's coming. We have vaccines that certainly help us do things. Come back to the university, stay safe ourselves, and protect our loved ones and those to whom we encounter. All professions definitely need apply. Grenada turning 50? Wow. As a society and an economy, we can contribute to building the strongest communities of resilience, of innovation, and of people's power. How about the best village competition for sustainability? Villages with no hunger and no domestic violence. Or the best village competition for green job creation and blue economy incomes. How about that? And of course, as a polity, we can keep our eyes on what we want for 21st century leadership in 2030, 2050, and beyond. All professions, especially women, with or without SGU degree, must apply. So, dear graduates, as you walk out these doors, your challenge is to decide the victory you want for the world and for yourself. Remember that the victory you want is for one reason only: to help you and the world live joyously and be fulfilled. Make yourself yet another theory of change. Envision the world you want, decide how you want to show up in that world, and map backwards into it. Remember, you have an array of tools from family and an equal array from professors and peers, including intellectual resources that you proudly accumulated with their help while you were here. I do sincerely hope that a life of love, a life of commitment to justice, a life full of fun, and above all, a life to service runs through your model. A wise man has said that, or maybe it was a wise woman, they gave it to a man. A wise person has said that for a committed person, there is no such thing as failure. No such thing. Our job is to strive, not to debate if victory is possible. What is possible and what is not possible is God's business. Our business is to decide that we really, really want victory. And without accommodating negative thoughts, strive for that victory. Go for it, and thus help God make all our victories possible. So go in faith as you graduate. Go with God's grace. For in the tender compassion of your God, the light shall break upon you to shine you into your way. Go and do thing. Go and do good thing. Live lives of service filled with joyful meaning. My warmest congratulations to each of you as you receive your diploma as you start your new life. And again, St. George's University, thank you for the opportunity to bring these remarks. I thank you all.
Thank you, Ambassador Williams. Our graduating class is inspired by your message and by the example of your life, a life of service. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian for the School of Arts and Sciences, Jonathan Silwains. Jonathan is one of a number of outstanding SAS students graduating today with a perfect 4.0 GPA. As an avid believer in serving others, Jonathan Silwains has desired to become a doctor from a very young age. As a child, he enjoyed going to his father's clinic and speaking with patients and learning about the medical profession. Jonathan attended King's Christian Collegiate High School in Canada, where he received various awards for his community service efforts, as well as an Academic Achievement Award for his academic standing. He enrolled with SGU as a pre-med student after completing high school in 2016. As a pre-med student, Jonathan volunteered at the Bel Air Children's Home and attributes his experience or this experience to his desire to become a pediatrician. Jonathan is currently in the SGU SOM class of 2023 and will be starting his clinical rotations this summer. He has continued to succeed academically throughout medical schools and enjoys tutoring other students in prior terms. Jonathan attributes his success to the support of his family and friends and to the academic foundation established through the help of SGU faculty and staff. He aspires to travel back to his home nation of Egypt, where he will treat patients in rural, less fortunate communities. Please join me in welcoming Jonathan Silwains, our valedictorian, for this ceremony.
Ben Sweetland once said that success is a journey, not a destination. It took me a long time to understand the meaning of this quote. 5 years ago, when I started my journey at St. George's University, I believed that success was simply achieving the goals that I set for myself. Throughout my time at SGU, I started to learn that this was only part of what success is about. I was limiting my appreciation to the end result and disregarding the process for reaching that goal. I know I speak for all my fellow graduates when I say that achieving our goals is not easy, and there are many obstacles that we need to overcome to reach this point. We have worked hard, fallen short, gotten back up, and worked even harder. I think it's important to take a moment to think about a situation you encountered during your time at SGU that initially seemed too difficult to overcome. But through perseverance and self-confidence, you were able to overcome that obstacle and take one step closer to your ultimate goal. Conquering the hardship, in and of itself, is a success. But we cannot forget those who were there for us at our lowest moments. If there's anything I learned during my time at SGU, is that we cannot do it on our own. Those friends, family, SGU faculty who supported us, helped us endure the hardships, and reminded us that we are capable of overcoming all obstacles. I know I don't speak for myself alone when I say that I would not be standing in front of you if it were not for the support of these people. I know that all of them are proud of us, and we will continue to make them proud as we continue on our journeys. So what lies ahead? Many of us are on different paths, with different aspirations and different dreams. I'm sure that most of us have an idea of where we see our lives 10 years from now. What we cannot foresee are the challenges that await us in the future, but we'll be ready for them. So as we celebrate our success together today, I challenge all my fellow graduates to appreciate the journey we've been through. Applaud yourselves for your accomplishments, and remember the adversities that you've overcome to reach this point. Continue to believe in yourself amidst the challenges that await you in the future. Continue your quest to your dreams, and continue to succeed every day. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2020.
Thank you, Jonathan, for that inclusive and inspiring speech. We will now confer degrees on graduates in the School of Arts and Sciences at today's commencement ceremony. Wherever you are, will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science please stand? Chancellor Modica, these candidates have completed all requirements as directed by their faculty, and the faculty have certified them as being eligible for the award of the degree of Bachelor of Science. It is indeed my pleasure to present them to you for the conferral of their degree.
It's one of the greatest honors of my life to be here at commencement ceremonies to watch your lives change as graduates of St. George's University. I've done it many times, having been a founder of the university and the chancellor for 45 years. But the thrill is always the same. And for all the members of the Schools of Arts and Science and the Graduate School, I can only say that we're proud of your accomplishments and your dedication and your resolve, and knowing of the problems that you faced in the pandemic and the way you decided to go ahead and earn your degree anyway. I have the utmost respect for all of you. The nation of Grenada does well knowing that its graduates do well. And I know you, having surpassed the test that might have been given to you academically, have equally passed the test of a plague or a virus or a pandemic, however you want to define it. And you did well. You persevered, and you've made the nation and the university proud of you. And your parents and friends should be equally as proud of you. You did it. Congratulations. It is with the greatest admiration and utmost respect that I, Charles Modica, Chancellor of St. George's University, by virtue of the authority vested in me pursuant to the Grenada Act of Parliament of 1976 as amended, upon recommendation of the deans and faculty of the Schools of Arts and Science and graduate schools, do hereby confer the degrees appropriate for each school to the members of these graduating classes. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chancellor Modica. Please be seated. I now invite the undergraduate class to receive their diplomas, what you have all worked so hard to achieve. A number of undergraduates here today have been bestowed with honor cords. These honors include cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. Additionally, the colored cords represent the students' active membership in the undergraduate student organizations and symbolize their commitment and service to the Grenadian and university communities. The recognition these graduates receive today marks only the beginning of a lifetime filled with leadership, professionalism, and commitment to others. The Bachelor of Science graduates will now be shown individually on the screen.
Naomi Alexander, Jenya Antoine, magna cum laude. Alkima Augustine, magna cum laude. Crystal Augustine. Marissa Batiste, cum laude. Glendon Barclay. Aaron Benjamin. Chantel Bernard. Michael Edwards. Lakshmi Emmanuel, cum laude. Ariel Frederick, summa cum laude. Chriselle Grenade. Keisha Harford, magna cum laude. Anika Hastic. Celine Hostin. Adara Jagannath, cum laude. Cheryl John. Tremaine Joseph, cum laude. Rachel Kerr, cum laude. Ashley Lambert, cum laude. Carleen Mahon, summa cum laude. Siggy Mackenzie. Shen Palmer. Abigail Perrott. Jeet Prasad. Dania Philip. Dut Payor. Vishka Pope. Octavia Purcell, cum laude. Zinette Roberts. Miles Romaine. Rennie Smith. Kamala Stephen. Jillian Thomas, magna cum laude. Renard Thomas, summa cum laude. Marshall Vivek, cum laude. Daniil White. Jody Bennett. Chelsea Braffett. Sonisha Kutizi. Vicky Fletcher, cum laude. Amy Gittens. Maya Hadid, cum laude. Gabrielle Harris, summa cum laude. Chanel Harris, cum laude. Amy Harai. Crystal John, magna cum laude. Tiffany Lewis, summa cum laude. Yasha Loda. Biobili Lulomari. Romani Nightingale, cum laude. Priya Panasa. Sanjeev Pinero Lim Chandra. Oscar Rios Herrera, magna cum laude. Jonathan Silvanes, summa cum laude. Galicia Vigilant. Peterlin Alexander, magna cum laude. Jolin Jono Batiste, magna cum laude. Anna Simone Jones, magna cum laude. Azadvir Momi. Erin Ricky, magna cum laude.
Michelle Alexander, cum laude. Samara Andel Lewis. Akechi Andrew. Renee Archibald. Mika Balwa Ramcharan, magna cum laude. Shania Baptiste, magna cum laude. Adelcia Barry, cum laude. Adisa Charles. Janelle Charles, magna cum laude. Carlin Charles. Nathania Chase. Denisha Dick, cum laude. Janella Edwards, magna cum laude. Eldrina Gerald, cum laude. Martina Harley, magna cum laude. Trisha Harris, magna cum laude. Kanida Henry. Nizan Hutchinson, cum laude. Melody Isaac. Tanisha Lewis, magna cum laude. Tomika Lyons, cum laude. Ashley Marshall. Shauna McMillan. Vilma Hall. Cressy Hope. Francesca Redhead, cum laude. Teresa Samuel. Celeste St. Louis George. Kibibi Stephenson, magna cum laude. Sharama Sylvester. Shandy Lee Thomas, cum laude. Latifa Wallace, magna cum laude. Sheena Wellington, magna cum laude. Dwight Williams, cum laude.
Roland Abraham, cum laude. Calvin Adonis, cum laude. Jem Andrews, cum laude. Johansi Bean, magna cum laude. Kizian Bartholomew, cum laude. Daryl Bernard, summa cum laude. Arissa Blesdale. Casey Boson, magna cum laude. Abigail Buckmeyer. Kimberly Calise, cum laude. Tadisha Campbell, magna cum laude. Johanna Radix. Selena Chan. Jashon Clark, summa cum laude. Dranil Cummins, summa cum laude. Christian Decor. Daniel Dowden. Keisha Edgar. Dillon Felix, magna cum laude. Melissa Forrester. Ricardo Fortune. Renelle Frederick. Dominic Gaspard, cum laude. Keisha Gay, summa cum laude. Dwight George, cum laude. Quisha Gibbs, magna cum laude. Maisha Holder. Beverly Jeremiah, magna cum laude. Ashley John, magna cum laude. Donisha John, cum laude. Jelani John, cum laude. Naphilia John. Narissa John, magna cum laude. Nicole John, magna cum laude. Mathara Joseph, magna cum laude. Christian Joseph. Donnie Joseph Farrell. Zara Julian, summa cum laude. Lena Valsi. Gertrude Lawrence, magna cum laude. Bernard Malcolm, summa cum laude. Kent MacDonald. Kadina Modeste. Shermaine Modeste. Ayumidi Oshukanlo, cum laude. Maz Patel, cum laude. Matthew Patience, cum laude. Samuel Paul. Caden Peters, cum laude. Denisha Pope. Sylvan Ramdeen, cum laude. Janelle Rubin. Estella Roberts. Floyd Robinson, cum laude. Sari Sandiford. Davina Sandy, cum laude. Melanie Simon, magna cum laude. Zavina Sinclair, magna cum laude. Addie St. Paul, magna cum laude. Karina Stephen, Mohammed Williams, magna cum laude. Janelle Wilson, Deshaun Charles, Zarel Cox David, magna cum laude. Nick David, Tony T. Davis Bonaparte, cum laude. Mikel English, cum laude. Lydia Etienne, Earl Finley, Jody Hunt, magna cum laude. Mohammed Hassim Kagdi, summa cum laude. Lee Lewis, magna cum laude. Michelle Lumsden, Moses Mark, Samira McQueen, Akeem Noel, cum laude. Darrell Noel, Kevin Pascal, magna cum laude. Nazim Phillips, Michael Regis, Erica Roberts, magna cum laude. Xenia Simon, summa cum laude.
I now invite the graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing to please stand. These graduates have all received the SGU nursing pin, and these pins are displayed on their gowns. Their names will now be read by Dr. Jennifer Solomon, Chair of the Department of Nursing and Allied Health Services, as they are depicted on the screen.
Latanya Augustine, Doreen Batson, cum laude. Dahlia Bowen, Miriam Caliste, magna cum laude. Norma Charles Bishop, Paula Charles Lessie, Leslie Chiquito, Nikisha Horsford, Candian Hunt, Tiffany John Ballantyne, cum laude. Rikisha Joseph, Audine Lessie, Alicia Lewis, cum laude. Otis Lewis, magna cum laude. Corey Moore, magna cum laude. Alicia Pascal, Keisha Pascal, magna cum laude. Samim Rahman, Jasmine Samuel, cum laude. Anya Snag, Moida St. Louis, magna cum laude. I now ask that all the graduates of the BSc in Nursing and any other nurses to please stand and recite with me the Nightingale Pledge. In full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skills and understanding I possess, without regard to race, creed, colour, politics, or social status, sparing no effort to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me and refraining from any action that might endanger life or health. I will endeavour to keep my professional knowledge and skill to the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. I will do my utmost to honour the International Code of Nursing Ethics and to uphold the integrity of the professional nurse.
Thank you, Dr. Solomon. All graduates of the undergraduate class, wherever you are, please turn your tassels to the left side of your cap. Congratulations. Would everyone now please stand for the closing benediction, which will be given by Reverend Prescott.
Please receive the benediction. Lord, we thank you that you who begun a good work in us is able to bring it to its completion. And as we go, may we go in the wisdom of God and walk in his holy pathways of truth. May we go in the power of Jesus, our teacher, and serve in ways of compassion to all humanity. And may the Holy Spirit, our companion and friend, walk with us in the hallways of justice, peace, and love, now and forevermore. Go in the name of God and transform your world. Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Prescott. Please be seated. Thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. And let us join in tribute with a rousing round of applause for today's promising young men and women. This commencement ceremony was put together by the graduation committee, which comprised many staff and faculty, and also by our superb team of IT experts. And I take this opportunity of congratulating them all and thanking them on a job well done. We hope you are able to celebrate with your family and friends and to take photographs to remember this occasion. We are indeed sorry that we cannot all be gathered in a live ceremony, but we sincerely wish you every success in your future. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to all of our graduates.